Howdy guys, Legups is still with me. We've got a game between UBIICA and steeltalons.
Oh, steeltalons. Yeah, I remember that guy. I played a lot of them. He is somewhere in gold elo. He's definitely the underdog against UBIICA.
Yeah, and they both had really late starts. That's
He's a
interesting.
nice guy.
What?
We played a lot of sparring matches, just casually. It was a lot of fun with steeltalons. Shout out to him if he's watching. Or if this even gets recorded.
I know I hit the button.
This start is a bit confusing.
They're
I'm not entirely certain why you would start.
I think both of them think they outscale the other.
No, what I mean is, why do you want to try and start on a map where you are not going to fight tier 1, but it's important that you take map control, right?
Is it important you take map control here?
Yes, you want to have a spot where you can go tier 3. And currently, steeltalons does not have that.
That's true. That's true.
And UBIICA does it right and secures both spots to go tier 3. It's very odd that steeltalons just... I'm not sure why you would... like, if it was against Shadow, then you would not start with a Swift unit either, but you also wouldn't start with Riot.
Yeah.
And now both of them just go tier 2. I guess UBIICA is just fine with that, because he knows that he has map control. And if the... like, if steeltalons would have just walked over there and tried to take the orb, then you at least had to fight for it, and you don't want to fight if nature has a lot of power. So that's probably all working out in UBIICA's favor.
Yeah, by the way, it's pronounced UBIICA. Somebody lectured me about it.
UBIICA.
UBIICA, like a pizza.
Yeah, but why with the C?
I don't know, it just... that sounds pronounced.
I thought it was UBIICA because of the DC.
Well, that's what I thought too, but
No,
I did like...
I never knew.
The very first replay I did, people were like, "No, you idiot, it's UBIICA, not UBIICA."
Well,
So.
then we're all idiots.
Shrine of Memory?
I wouldn't have gone for Shrine of Memory right now, because there's not much void power in the game, because nothing happened. Right?
Yeah.
Like, people are having 80-something void power right now. It's absolutely not worth binding 100 power into this.
Yeah, exactly.
I would just... like, this only makes your defense harder for no particular reason. I'm also very confused why you would attempt to spawn a
Mountaineer against
Mountaineer
pure nature?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that either gets swapped in the worst case, and then in the best case it gets clubbed to death by the timeless ones. Deep ones.
Yeah.
That CC I do not agree with, because it can just easily get counter CC'd. Probably doesn't have power, that's probably why he did that.
Yeah.
Because he realized, I would have had the
That was a...
more close by, because if steeltalons would have seen... Oh, very nice, very nice. So that's very nice combo. Very
yeah,
nice.
and this will drop
Yeah.
to interruption.
I think he should have had it closer. So he could not
why
root
is...
the unit.
What? No, stop it. Okay. Wait, each shot does 300 damage?
Yeah, that's a ton.
Mountaineers.
I actually don't mind the damage. The issue is, even if you counter that unit, he's just gonna run away with his shield. It's basically immortal.
Yeah.
And then he can heal up and do it again and again and again.
Alright.
The unit is so toxic.
I was gonna say now is not the time for Mountaineer rant, but things are slow, so let's go. Mountaineer rant. Now I feel bad.
Mountaineer rant. Like, the issue is that you force me to spawn specific counters to this unit.
Yeah.
And usually these specific counters,
They're not even very good.
not very good in the in the usual matchup.
Even against the Mountaineer, they're not very good. Like, what beats a Mountaineer? Besides Wind Hunter?
Even Wind Hunter is like, he's just poking the shield and he just runs, like, he shoots the well until it gets low, and then he just runs away.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Mountaineer beats, or Wind Hunter beats Mountaineer eventually. But what else beats Mountaineer?
Not much.
Like,
you can swap it with nature.
yeah, that's true.
You can swap it with Night Guard, but you usually get knocked back, or the Night Guard just gets fucked, or...
Yeah, so like swapping and deep ones and Wind Hunters are basically like the only thing that can kill a night guard, a Mountaineer.
The deep ones actually work because of their grab ability, which is terribly underused, guys. This grab is great.
I think people use it a lot, actually.
Really? I see it far too.
Oh, I see it like every time I see someone spawns a deep one, and then they root me. But yeah.
It's probably because it's the bandits matchup, and they don't have I don't have a ground unit that can where the ability is very useful against. That's probably the reason why. But it's like I still feel like it's kind of underused. Like even in replays, I don't see it a lot. You can actually force the unit to attack unless he just clicks the stop button, right? But like you can make the unit passively take a beating, which is great. The issue with the Wind Hunter is that it takes forever because Wind Hunter doesn't have a lot of damage.
Right.
Damage is really low. What it is good for is disenchant the unit if the enemy buffs it. That's pretty cool. Also, if you want to combine it with Home Soil, you can disenchant it and be done with that. That's very nice to have.
Yeah.
But the issue is that I'm still spending 120 power to not even counter his 150 power. Like,
yeah, exactly.
My well, I have to repair that eventually, and he could just run away and do it again.
Right. I feel like
so annoying.
I feel like a really easy way to make Mountaineer more fair. Well, first, if they made it just a Fire Frost card, I think it'd be so much better. By the way, Mauler is really bad against Mountaineer. I mean, it works, but also it doesn't work. But
yeah, Mauler is kind of like you force it to run away, but that's what the unit does eventually anyway, right?
Yeah.
The issue is, I think that his shield has too much refresh.
Yeah. I think if the shield could only be refreshed manually by spending power, I think that'd be better.
That would be much better.
Like if it was like a Frost Sorcerer shield.
Yeah, that would be great.
So like it would respawn however you wanted, but it would only regen if you spent like 10 power, and then it would refill back to normal.
That's maybe actually a hidden buff, because if you move the unit around and it gets a shield, and for some reason you can't attack for a short amount of time, it might actually be a buff. Because I've seen so many replays where the well didn't drop because the fucking unit wouldn't attack.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, it can't attack, and then it doesn't attack for so long that it actually gets repaired. I don't agree with having two melee units attacking here, because they block each other. Only one can. There should have been Burrows. Like,
is that the story of your life, Lag Ops? They should have been burrowers.
He can't spawn burrows, right?
And this is gonna drop, so.
Yeah. Maybe it's actually not a bad choice to spawn them, because the other shit can easily be just swapped. I'm also very confused why you will place your Shrine of Memory here, out of all places.
Yeah,
Maybe he really wants to keep the spot, so he has a spot to go tier 3, but I don't think so, because he didn't see the issue of not having the tier 3 spot in the beginning of the match, so I don't think he sees it now.
I mean, it's possible he didn't see it in the beginning because he was focused on just like, oh, it's a new map.
UBIICA should just go tier 3 right now.
Yeah. Because
he has the enemy busy. Even if he drops the well, so what? You can just be tier 3 and just instantly win.
Yeah.
That's so easy, guys. So easy. All you need to do. Tier 3. Very easy. That's like, really, if you can bully the enemy out of map control, the game is not about who loses power wells, it's just who has the chance to ever go tier 3. If the enemy never has the chance to go tier 3, then so what, right?
Yeah.
Like at some point your tier 3 units outscale the tier 2 so heavily that he's no way of ever going offensive.
Right. Oh, he is tier 3. Oh no, it is here, it's here. It's being built, okay.
Yeah. You still didn't repair one well on the base.
Yeah.
Which I personally very approve of. If you go offensive and a counter-offensive, so many players repair the well. Guys, the enemy can't attack because you are already attacking, and you don't have to worry about that. It's fine. Just keep going and leave the well at low HP. Straight bases if it's necessary. But don't screw up your own offense by just going and repairing. And this should really be rooted.
It should be rooted?
Yeah, he spread out pretty well. I would have still rooted the... oh, never mind. He has bigger problems.
Yeah.
I think this is over.
Yeah.
not unsurprisingly, because the map control advantage was so great in the beginning, and he also took down wells early on.
I think he had a pretty large power advantage.
Yeah.
But lightning or thunderstorm, that's putting in work though.
Yeah,
There's chances to be had.
It works very well against the giant slayers, and that's it. Oh, Renok's dead?
Yeah.
How does that even happen? I never knew the unit could even die.
Mountain Lords are actually really good XL counters.
Yeah, they're actually really good. I wish I had them in bandits, because I do not like the giant slayers, because they're too low HP. You can just counter them with all kinds of damage spells, like especially Brannock.
Yeah.
He just stands there, like you root it and have a Brannock standing there with the ability. He just laughs while your units die.
Yep.
Also, the rage drops, right?
Mm-hmm.
Each time the enemy CCs, your rage drops.
Yeah.
Which makes it very easy. Like if you never get a full rage charge off, then units are not so great. So you have a unit that needs to stay in combat, which it can't because it has low HP and always gets CC'd. And it's just a shame.
Yeah, like, but you keep Disenchant in your deck, right?
Yeah, but they're still very low HP. Like I can only Disenchant one, and I'm not going to kill an XL unit with one Giant Slayer.
Right. Yeah, so killing an XL unit is pretty hard.
It's just...
Giant Slayers are not XL counters in my opinion. I mean, they are, but not really.
Not really. Like, the situation where they're really good is if you manage to build up rage beforehand, like you attack the enemy's ace, a full rage.
Yeah.
And then the enemy spawns an XL unit.
And then you charge and he dies instantly.
And then 1,500 damage, like in the face of the XL unit, that's great.
Yeah.
Now we actually see some promos. Holy macaroni. I'm rich, biatch. Is that a promo? Oh yeah.
I got one of these right now.
Yeah, I got one of these too, man. But that doesn't count. I actually got 4 of them.
Oh, okay.
I'm going straight to the bank with this. Yeah, this is completely over.
Yeah, did he get his Shrine of Memory activated at all? Oh no, I guess he did. Never mind. Okay, well, good game, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.